Can't guarantee. Cheese is bad, don't disagree. Butter, ew, like high key. Forced to be dairy free.
Hello, I'm Bob, and this is my dad. You're watching Forced to be Dairy Free. Week 5. Today, we'll be making chicken marsala.
Yes, actually we're making low-fat chicken marsala.
Low fat, no
Yes,
fat.
so a very healthy, or as healthy a version as we can come up with for the chicken marsala. And of course it's dairy-free,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So before we go over the ingredients, I want to get a couple things started. I have some extra virgin olive oil that I am just going to coat the bottom of the pan. With that, I wish I had a giant cast iron skillet, but I just don't really have a really big one. My dad does. Sometimes I need to take it from him when he's not looking,
Sister snatch
but
it.
he'll probably miss it. Now I'm also going to start my water. I'm going to boil my water because we're going to also make some noodles to be on the side, some butter noodles. I'm going to go over my other ingredients. By the way, why did you pick Bob?
Because it's a really good spicy name.
You know my grandpa was named Bob.
It's after your grandpa.
Bob Winfield. I thought so. Was it after him?
Yeah.
You know, technically your grandpa's name is Robert too.
So Bob.
Yeah. Okay. But you just picked it because.
Yeah.
All right. So I have a pound and a half of chicken, and I already sliced it, and I pounded it with the mallet and got it somewhat thin here. I did it in about 8 equal chunks. That once my oil is hot, which would help if I turn on the oil, Cameron. Quality control, Cameron.
Sorry.
Quality control.
Quality.
Right?
My
Quality.
name's Bob.
Bob, sorry.
Like what?
So I have my chicken. I have a couple cups of flour. I'm not going to use all of that flour. I have paprika. I'm going to use smoked paprika. If you watch many of our episodes, you know how much I like to smoke paprika. I already discussed olive oil. I have some kosher salt, pepper, 8 ounces of mushrooms. Over here by my pan sitting ready, I have 8 ounces of Marsala wine, 8 ounces of some low-fat chicken broth. I have some extra low-fat chicken broth on the side that I'm going to add to my noodles, and a little bit of plant butter also that I'm going to add to my noodles. So first thing I'm going to do for my chicken while my oil is getting hot is I'm going to get my smoked paprika. I'm going to cover this pretty good on each side of my chicken. Cameron, I watch these videos. I know you're dancing behind me. I'm going to start catching you.
No dance.
It's okay to dance unless you're mocking me. Are you mocking me?
No.
All right.
I'm chilling down with my hair.
What's
And
that?
my name's Bob. Stop calling me Cameron.
Oh, okay, Bob.
Comment down below if you like Bob more in our videos. Or Cameron.
I think you're pretty cute just being Cameron, but that's all right.
My name's not Cameron.
Okay. So before I flip it, see I did my pepper and salt, paprika on one side. I'm going to flip it over. And in an effort to be as clean as can be, I'm going to get some water, some soap. I'm meeting all of the safety protocols here.
Yes.
Yes. Now I'm going to do the other side of my chicken. I make chicken marsala a variety of different ways. That's one thing I like about it. One day I'll not leave out the paprika and maybe do some chili powder, do some oregano, different spices, but this is my favorite. Smoked paprika, then we'll incorporate the thyme, and at the end we're going to have our butter noodles that are going to tie in the dish. Has some of the same flavors. How's my oil looking, Cameron?
Looking good. Starting to smoke.
Starting to smoke, all right. So again, we're trying to keep this healthy, right? So I don't want to use all this flour. I just need enough to get it to where when I crisp it. So let's see, I use not even a cup right there. 3/4 of a cup. My oil's hot. I'm going to mix this all together. Notice how I did the herbs, the paprika. Did the paprika and not the herbs, Cameron. Quality control. The herbs and the salt and the pepper first. So all this is going to stay on my chicken, and then do my flour last. I'm going to give, okay, that's very good and hot.
Yep.
I don't need this to cook all the way through. I'm going to just cook it as hot as I can. I'm going to get nice and crisp on each side. We're going to finish it off in the later stages here. Notice I didn't put any butter in this. Not even plant butter or healthier butter. Just really a low amount of olive oil, just enough to coat the bottom.
That's all you need.
I'm risking my hand, sticking it in there. Being a true chef, being one with my dish. Yes. Making sure the oil's covering it all. You can see the nice color of that paprika, really bringing that out. I'm going to toss this to the side. All right. We'll be with you when we flip the chicken.
Yep.
All right, things are sizzling. This is only about 3 minutes. And you can see it's nice and crisp on one side. It's not extra floury. I just want that to get just a tad bit of crispiness to the chicken. And also, some of that flour is going to cook them on oil, and it's going to provide a nice base for my sauce to where it'll thicken up. So that's really the key part of the flour. That's what's important. We'll add just a little bit more in a second. So you can see beautiful color there. My goodness. Cameron.
Yep. Oh!
Have you ever seen chicken marsala like that?
No, it looks
Or
beautiful.
Bob? It does look beautiful.
Muy bueno.
What's that mean?
Very good. Very good.
Okay.
Very good.
Well, I'll wait for that for it. Off to the side. All right, our water here is about to boil. So we're going to let this go about 2 more minutes. All right, it's been 2 minutes. Again, we're cooking that hot, so I know I need to get it off. I don't want to burn it.
No.
That'd be the last thing I want to do.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to go finish it off. Camera?
Yep.
Look at that. What are you supposed to do? How many times do we need to boil things over? You're lucky I caught that out of my peripheral vision. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know what you're saying, bro.
Bro?
Yeah. Man.
All right, that chicken looks beautiful.
Cool.
Beautiful. If you didn't notice, did I ever say I put my noodles in?
No, you haven't. But he put his noodles in here, and that's why the water be boiling. So
Yeah, they probably figured that out. Didn't they?
Yeah, but there.
Yeah, very safe, sorry.
Yeah.
So I'm going to add another tablespoon of oil. So all in all, I've used about 3 tablespoons of the olive oil. I'm going to put in my 8 ounces of mushrooms. Come on now. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to make sure to scrape the bottom. And so that oil, I'm just going to put a little bit more. Why did I fill this full 2 cups of flour? So I'm just going to put in about a tablespoon of flour. So I have well over a cup left over. I can put that back, no problemo.
No problem. Which, if you didn't know, is no problem.
Really? I thought I made it up.
I don't know.
But you're smart, I think you know.
Eh.
So I'm going to stay with this. I'm not going to let this go. Keep stirring it around. Let the mushrooms cook down a little bit. Cameron, say something interesting.
This dish is amazing, and please also comment down below if you'd like us doing an interview with a special guest on how the dish went, because we have honest people in our house. I can promise you that.
Yeah, very honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
They will
So
say that.
I have about 2 tablespoons of fresh thyme out of my garden. I was going to make time for us. I think I already said that too. For us to go out into the herb garden, let me show you the landscaping and how I use this fresh thyme. It's a must-have for any cook or chef to have this fresh thyme available. Again, I'll be able to use it for 8 months out of the year at least. I'm going to put just a little bit. Actually, no, I'm not. A little bit of pepper. I was going to do salt because I'm a salty person. So I need to be healthier. And I keep watching these videos, doing edits, and I noticed I've been committed to trying to lose weight, Cameron. I'm getting porky. Why haven't you said anything?
I think you look good.
Thanks.
You look good.
Thanks. All right.
You're welcome.
Thanks. You're welcome. All right. So I'm going to take out about 2 ounces of my mushrooms with thyme. I'm going to put that into my buttered noodles. I'm going to tie everything together here. And I'm going to put in my Marsala wine. This is about 8 ounces. I'm going to leave just about a tablespoon. And that's going to go in my buttered noodles also. Woo! Smell that. Alcohol.
Add a little bit of a whiff.
Yeah. Scraping the bottom really good, scraping up all the burnt flour, not burnt flour, properly cooked flour at the bottom. Let that cook down, about reduce in half.
Noodles are going good.
And when I chop that thyme, so if you do start having herb garden, you have your thyme, you're going to have your sprigs. I went ahead and I diced it with the sprigs in it. I took out just the really stemmy ones. But even the stems are going to cook down in the sauce, so I'm not too concerned about it. I'd rather not waste a bunch of time plucking the leaves off. Man, it is. Too bad you're not old enough to drink. We can make a drinking game out of it. Plus, we don't drink on the show.
We don't drink in China, Daddy.
Well, Cameron, it's not against the law.
Yes, I know.
All right. So that's cooked down. It's thickened up really nice. I'm going to add 8 ounces of the chicken broth.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am.
Looks very good. Tastes very good. Tastes very amazing. Tastes very good. Yeah.
Now I'm going to let this chicken broth, I'm going to let it cook down just a little bit and thicken up. It's already pretty thick, and that wasn't with very much flour. It's going to be just enough broth just to give a nice coating on the chicken when you eat it and keep it nice and moist.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, correct.
All right, we have 2 minutes left on the buttered noodles. And now my broth and my Marsala wine is at a boil. I'm going to get my chicken. And I'm going to kind of mix around, position it to where the mushrooms and my Marsala, mix it in. Oh, Cameron, this smells so good.
Oh, that's good.
I'm so proud of myself and you. I'm proud of you.
Good job.
I think we both knocked this one out.
Yeah, you guys should actually try it. Like, just watch the video and try it. It's very easy. And even if you don't have a lot of people in your family, you can always just eat it all, because you probably could, because not saying anything, but like, it's really good, so.
Yes, it is. All right, so that's at a boil. Now I'm going to turn that down to, this is on my double burner. So I did on low heat on the double burner, which is still going to have it slightly bubbling. And I'm going to cook this for 10 minutes. My noodles have 40 seconds left. And what I'm going to do in the time that this is simmering for 10 minutes, I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter to my noodles after I let them drain. I'm going to add my mushrooms with thyme, my tablespoon of my Marsala wine, and then just a tablespoon of the chicken broth.
Okay, so the chicken is ready, and we are going to plate now.
We are going to plate. Should I go over what we did with the noodles real quick again?
Yeah.
All right, so with the chicken, I cooked that 10 more minutes as we shut off and put it in. And halfway through, I did flip it over and kind of tucked it in and let the Marsala wine get all over the chicken again, keep it good and moist. For the buttered noodles, I let the noodles drain for just a little bit, and then I returned them. And I added the mushrooms that had been sauteed over here, And then I added some of the plant butter also, and I added the tablespoon of Marsala wine, and I added just about a tablespoon of the low sodium chicken broth also. And then I had the burner off, and I just kept it warm on the burner over here. So, whew, man, it smells good. I'll quit talking so we can eat. Crying out loud.
Yeah, it's like just calm down.
Yeah. Make sure and get you there some noodles. We had pasta yesterday, so we're gonna go light on the pasta today, all right?
Yeah.
Keep the carbs down.
With the Venfo soup, make sure you go check out that video.
And of course, with the pairing here, I definitely am not gonna mind some of my Marsala wine leaking over into the buttered noodles. And of course, you add some nice fresh vegetables. That'd be nice if you had some vegetables handy, some peas or some green beans.
Okay, I don't want
Be
this to
very
leak,
good.
but
Yeah,
like,
don't drop that everywhere.
looks really good, tastes really good. You're gonna love it if you try it. Yes, you'll be seeing Cameron next video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you go notified every time we post a video. Bye, guys.